race fans. Welcome to my little show about motorsports I like to call In the Pits with me, StockCar Scott, here each Wednesday on the YouTube during racing season, you know, if I feel like it. Last weekend, the only live racing I could watch on TV was at Richmond. Friday's Xfinity race was, of course, ruined by the Toad. You know, he's got enough Xfinity wins with whatever it is, 80 whatever. And he you know, really should allow the Xfinity drivers that are vying for a playoff berth in the new chase that they have to have a better chance at making the chase with a win, maybe. But, you know, it doesn't help either that bad Brad Keselowski and Austin Dillon are out there too, running real well and taking some of the good finishes away from the Xfinity drivers. But you know how that goes. The old phenom, Eric Jones, was the best finishing of the Xfinity regular drivers in second, while points leader Elliott Sadler was fourth, with the next race that's coming up on Saturday there at Chicagoland in Joliet, Illinois, in their last event before the Xfinity Series starts on their chase. So, winless drivers have one last chance. Winless drivers like my favorite, Ty Dillon, or Bubba Wallace, have their last chance to get into the playoffs at Chicagoland, you know, if the Toad isn't there to mess things up again. And speaking of Chicagoland, the Camping World trucks, as well as the ARCA Series, will be there this week, with ARCA on Thursday, tomorrow, and the trucks on Friday evening, and both races will be shown on Fox Sports 1, where I can actually get a chance to see it. See both of them, hopefully. And, of course, Sprint Cup will also be at Chicago on Sunday to start the chase for the Cup. According to the lineup of 16 drivers that was set at Richmond last Saturday night, while I was watching the Chad Benjamin Memorial at South Sound Speedway. Yep, I went to South Sound Speedway instead of watching the Richmond 400. I mean, after all, Junior's not there. I found out later that little Denny Hamlin won at his home track to prevent any other drivers from winning their way into the chase. So, relatively speaking, we have only two drivers moving forward into the championship run there, with Happy Harvick there, my younger brother's favorite, and Chase Elliott, my older brother's rookie favorite that made the chase. Maybe maybe my wife's Biffle there can yet pull out a win this season and once again be relevant, if only for that weekend. Kyle Larson, if you haven't noticed by now, is one of the new kids that I like. He finished second at Richmond, and hopefully he will be a dark horse during the chase. We will see on Sunday as the chase starts there at Chicagoland. Also coming up on Sunday is the Singapore Grand Prix for the F1 Series, under the lights there in Singapore, but very early morning hours here. Lewis Hamilton won there before, I think twice before, so I'll be up for that one, hopefully. I think the IndyCar Series is also running on Sunday with their championship finale there at Sonoma. But let us go back to last Saturday and the most excellent racing that I saw down at South Sound Speedway, with the 100-lap super late model race, as well as the Northwest Outlaw Compact Series Chad Benjamin Memorial 100. Both were fun to watch as well as video. And those videos have been posted here on the YouTube channel. And boy, they've already gotten a bunch of views. There were also Bumblebees and Super 4 late models. I'll get the Super 4 late models posted when I can. They're on the evening's card of racing. But by the time the Chad Benjamin Memorial, by the time they got to that, it was downright chilly in the stands, folks. And I had to nurse me a cup of hot chocolate while I watched the track heat up with the scheduled 100-lap feature for the Northwest Outlaw Compacts, with a huge field of mini stocks of 24 of the little race cars that are nowhere near little when it comes to real racing excitement. Randy Butler, who has been winning a bunch this season in the South Sound mini stock division, set fast time for the 100-lap event, and then went on to battle from a back-of-the-pack starting position to win after the caution at lap 93 brought the race to its conclusion. Really nasty wreck there. Cody's okay, though. It was good to get another chance to see Kenny Wade in action, who I call the Outlaw because of his banishment from a Central Washington State short track I no longer visit myself. So Kenny, unfortunately, had problems that took him to the pits during the race, but he returned to garner enough championship points to win the Northwest Outlaw Compact Series Championship for 2016 by only 2 points over second place Randy Butler. Woo-wee. That sounds like a really competitive series that they've got there, and I will really need to pay more attention to them in the future. Congratulations to Kenny on the championship, and it was really nice to get to meet you after the race there in the pits. The other big race at South Sound Speedway on Saturday night was the 100-lap Super Late Model feature, which had 11 Super Late Model drivers entered. Chad Hinkle, who usually runs in the number 33, was in a different ride this week, the number 16 on Saturday night, with a different non-crate engine that Chad had to learn to baby throughout the race, but he did that to an impressive win. Yes, it was, folks, impressive, way out in front, and it looked like, Ryan Schultz would finish well again in second until just a few laps to go when crowd favorite Tommy Yellowstone was able to maneuver below Rod Schultz in turn 2 to pass Schultz for second. The best ever finish for the longtime South Sound regular from St. Helens, Oregon. I was quite pleased to see Tommy do so well, and because of it, I'm seriously considering returning to South Sound Speedway on the 24th of September to see if Tommy Yellowstone can finally win a race and then finish the season in the top 3 in points. Could be interesting. Sorry, Chad. I hope you understand. But before that, the championship finale is happening for my favorite regional late model touring series on the 17th of September at Yakima Speedway. The race I have been trying to give away passes to for the past couple of weeks. The Better All Auto Sales Twisted Tea West Coast Late Model Series Greg Peterson Memorial 100. And I really think you should go, race fans. So private me your phone number, private message me your phone number there to me, StockCar Scott, at G Scott Sams on Facebook there. That's what they want me to be, G Scott Sams. And I will send you my phone number and then call you within a few minutes with a couple of simple questions about the race or the show. And if you win, which is going to be real easy to do, we will also figure out how to get the passes to you for the Better All Auto Sales Twisted Tea West Coast Late Model Series Greg Peterson Memorial 100 Championship Finale. As it's probably too late to get them into the mail and get them sent to you that way. And have them arrive in time for you to actually use them. Be terrible for them to show up on Monday, but we may have to just meet at the gate, but we'll work that out somehow. But first, someone needs to show an interest in winning these passes. So let the messaging begin, and good luck. And even if you don't win, I still hope to see you at Yakima enjoying the great show the West Coast Late Model Series will be having. Yep. Going into the championship race there at Yakima, Jim Franklin leads the points, though a race win in the series has eluded him this season. Rookie Doug Poyer, with an early season win, is in second, only 5 points behind Franklin. Kyler Condiff, who led the points much of the season, as well as Toyota driver Andy Beeman and defending champion Buck Knoll Jr., one of my favorites, round out the top 5. And all 5 still have a viable shot at the 2016 West Coast Late Model Series Championship. Now, sources tell me over 24 local and regional drivers are signed up to race in the season finale, including Caleb Pittman and Cody Denton, who are making their West Coast Late Model Series debuts. Also, early season winner Greg Coleman, as you can see my Greg Coleman racing shirt here, returns to racing after being sidelined with a non-racing injury that kept him out for quite a while. And if you remember, he won early in the season. So, all you race fans that can need to come out and see what really, really good racing can be. And, I understand that for the Greg Peterson Memorial, there are still a few dozen laps left to be sponsored for the race. Remember, like I told you before, when you sponsor a lap, your sponsorship is announced during the sponsored lap, and you get a grandstand pass for the Greg Peterson Memorial 100, all for just $25. And that money goes into the race purse to go directly to the race teams and the drivers. So, buy a lap, or 2, or 3 or 4 like I did. Just go to westcoastlatemodels.org. That's westcoastlatemodels with an S.org for the information that you need in order to sponsor a lap or 2 or 3 or 4. Still a bunch of good ones left. Hope to see lots of you race fans there this weekend. And, of course, if you cannot make the event, I will have video of the race on YouTube next week. But you should really try to go. And try to win the passes. or sponsor a lap, get involved there, or just go and buy a ticket, because I'm telling you, it will be well worth the price, which includes the Yakima Speedway Hornets and mini stocks, and of course the dreaded bumped pass to round out the night's racing. And as always mentioned, these other races on the lineup, on the racing card there, because all races matter, even bumped pass. Well, that's it for this week. Racing is winding down for the season locally, and the chase is ready to start nationally, so it must be fall. And everyone is starting to talk about football. Well, all I have to say about that is roll tide. In fact, I watched them crush Western Kentucky Saturday before going down to South Sound for racing. Because being from Alabama, that's just what I do. But otherwise, I'm all about motorsports, because I am StockCar Scott. And this is my little show where I talk about motorsports, not about football, here on the YouTube each Wednesday, when I feel like it. So, join me here next week, same StockCar time, same StockCar channel, right here on In the Pits. Until then, thank you very much for watching, race fans. Now, go on. Go see some racing. Go on.